When drawing the eye, there's a few things we need to look at first. So the first line I'm going to draw is the bottom of this eyelid, the top eyelid right there where it starts, and then the one underneath, because that's a very important shape, and most people, that shape's a little different on everybody. So let's do that first. I'm going to come over here, and you can't see this because you can't see my face, but I keep looking at that eye. I keep looking at that shape so that I can make it look like what that person's looks like. And right over here, we have the tear duct. And then we have this bottom part. So it's pretty almond shaped, I would say. Oh, you couldn't see that. I'm so sorry. Pretty almond shaped. And eyes can be all different. So it's important to really always visually reference the one that we're looking at. And I have a few sketchy lines I just want to clean up there. All right, now we need to look at this shape, the eyelid shape, back here. Again, this is very different on many different people. This person has a pretty wide eyelid. Some people don't. Some people have a very skinny eyelid. It just depends. You know, everybody's very different. So when I come over here, looking at this particular eye, it starts about here, comes up, and then right here, it kind of comes down sharper. Maybe not quite that sharp. Maybe like that. Okay. And under here, this is important too. I've drawn that line right there. Okay. So now I need to draw a line here indicating where that very small bottom eyelid stops and the eyelashes begin, because the eyelashes actually begin from right there, not that line. And it's very small, so, but it's there, so we need to put it. And then it sort of becomes part of the skin right here. All right, now, next, the iris. The iris is the colored part of the eye. So this person has kind of a gray eye. Let me point out, in lighter colored eyes, the pigmentation around the outside of the iris often is darker. So you can see that here. Then it gets lighter in the middle. And sometimes, some people, like this person, there's a different color closer to the pupil. Hers is brown. It just depends on the person. Some people don't have it. I don't think I have it, actually. I have to go look in the mirror and find out. So when you're drawing this, so let me come back here for a second. Remember, the iris is a round circle. We just don't see part of it because it's hidden up under that eyelid. So when I come over here, sometimes I'll just go ahead and draw a whole circle. So I make sure it's round where it needs to be, and it's just not cut off. Sorry about that. Because then you can always erase this, and that just helps you be sure that you've got a nice round iris, like you would see. Now the pupil is a circle too. It's actually a big hole in your eye, covered by a lens. And this one has a highlight on it. often you see that because the eye is just shiny and it reflects things. We're not going to do that for ours. That's a really complicated part of the eye. So you guys can just do the pupil black, and we'll make that darker later. All right, now let's talk about eyelashes.